Yeah, he's kept his looks up pretty good. He's not aging all that bad.
And let's see, there's also there's just all kinds of things.
Find the video with John Snyder.
I'm looking. It says, "Can't we all just watch TV?"
Yeah.
And then it says, "John Schneider, actor, Dukes of Hazzard."
There's a video there he did on Wednesday night. This last Wednesday.
Let me see if I can find it. I'm just trying to. I'm looking because I couldn't find it. Yeah, and there's comments here from all kinds of people. John Snyder, who played Bo Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard, slammed TV Land's decision to pull the iconic show over the use of the Confederate flag. Do you think it should stay on the air? And there's all kinds of it. One of the people say removing the Confederate flag and destroying any history of the South is just wrong. It's history. Not everyone views the flag as racist or evil.
And not to mention, you made me lose train of thought there.
Choo choo.
Yeah, because you won't shut up.
And then it says, and then one of the comments says, "Our politically correct country has lost its mind."
Yes, they have.
Another comment is, "Time to mount a boycott of TV Land." And then another comment that's kind of what you were saying, it says, "I love the Dukes of Hazzard. A couple of white boys riding around being chased by the police. No racism, no slavery, KKK, etc. TV Land, Viacom sucks, jumping on the liberal bandwagon of idiots." There's another comment. "Yes, it's a wholesome show with lots of Southern values from the Duke family."
And they did a lot of Christmas shows too.
Another comment says, "TV Land removes Dukes of Hazzard, which made fun of Southern boys and local police because a Confederate flag may be offensive. Yet, Up TV still shows Seventh Heaven with an actor who confesses having sex with underage girls. How does this make any sense?"
Just like the rap music that's being recorded. They can cut down black people in the rap music. Why does that make sense to keep that crap out? Why not ban the rap music?
And then another one down is going, "The response to this is simply ironic. TV Land is owned by Viacom Media Networks. The media created the issue surrounding the Confederate flag. The media, much like political class, require money to survive and remain relevant. Taking those exceptions with TV Land's decision should list all advertisers on the channel in a thread along with the advertiser's contact information. Each advertiser should then be contacted with a short, succinct message. The Confederate flag was created to distinguish the political differences between the Confederate States of America and those states not in the Confederacy. Am I not responsible for the media's irresponsibility misrepresentation of the symbol? I also do not control how individuals irrationally respond to symbols when indicted by the media. Because you choose to financially support Viacom Media Networks by advertising on their TV Land channel, I will no longer purchase your products. As a consumer, I do not have the means to broadcast my rational opinion, but I can choose how to spend my money. I like your product, but the management team is making poor choices."
And pulling the show off the air was a poor choice.
Okay, and then another comment says, when will the shows Sanford and Son and the Jeffersons be pulled from the airwaves? These two shows had more.
Or how about All in the Family? When is that going to be taken off the air?
It says these two shows had more racial overtones, especially towards white people, than the Dukes of Hazzard had towards anybody.
Look at Archie Bunker. Look how he was being in the same room with George Jefferson.
I know. If they're pulling this iconic show, this is another comment, because someone perceives this vehicle has a racist symbol, then they need to pull the Jeffersons for the use of word honky to describe the white man.
Or Sanford and Son. There was a little bit of racist in that too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They need to pull all those shows. Don't just pull one. Pull all of them. Cancel some of the rap music. Ban it.
Another comment here says, "In all my life, I've never seen a society that is offended by the most stupid crap but yet somehow manage to think they can ram their own personal agenda down everyone's throat. The liberal idiots will and are on a destructive path of ruining this country and destroying the God-given morals of this country was built on. They will never take my guns or my Christian faith away from me.
Oh, you watch. They'll try.
Okay, so and then another comment which is kind of funny. The Dukes of Hazzard, that says, so the Kardashians get to stay, but the Dukes of Hazzard has been taken off the air. So stupid.
Yeah, and Dukes of Hazzards, if you ever watched that show, you would notice they never pulled their guns out. And they pulled their guns out, but they never used them. Never. One episode when Daisy was going into being a police officer, she used a gun, and that was when she was being trained to be a police officer. She was target practicing. That's the only episode you saw them using the gun. And then I know they would aim and shoot the tires out.
And then here's another comment.
But
yes,
they would never aim at a human being.
Yes, and I will no longer be turned TV land on from the South, just like history is the battle flag both black and white fought and died for. Another comment says SpongeBob is more offensive than the Dukes of Hazzard.
You remember the war back in the war that was going on in the North and the South? We're going right back into that. That's what's going
I know. It's ridiculous.
We're going right back into that.
And then it says here, I don't care if they drove a car called the General Lee with the Confederate flag on it. I would challenge TV Land and others to find one scene that in any show that depicts the Dukes as being anything but close to a bigot. They're not. They're nothing. There's nothing. There's no races in that show whatsoever.
There's none at all.
And there's another comment. I grew
up
on
no sex. The closest to sex is kissing. Woo.
Another comment is I grew up on the show and never saw a problem with the show. And just because there was a rebel flag on the car, of course, paid more attention to John Schneider's character, Bowduke, than anything. LOL.
I was more or less paying more attention to Roscoe. He was one of my favorites.
And another comment is here, just goes to show how many people who claim to be so progressive and smart really do not understand our own nation's history. The flag was a symbol of the Confederacy, which didn't fight the Civil War primarily for slavery. It was about
Southern pride.
It was about states' rights versus central government telling us all what to do. Yeah, the South was where slavery was most prevalent, but that doesn't mean the flag symbolizes that. Seriously, now, libs, do you all really believe the Confederate flag is merely a KKK symbol or something that was used to rally people around the concept of slavery? That wasn't it at all. It's since been hijacked by groups like the KKK, yes, but that's not and is not what the flag is all about. Besides, as far as General Lee is concerned, on the Dukes of Hazzard, that's one of the most iconic cars to ever grace TV screen. Whatever Kit from the Knight Rider or the A-Team or Magnum's Thunderbird, all the other cars that come to mind. What's next? Trying to pull Knight Rider ever from airing again syndicated because Kit is black and that would offend black people? Eartha Kitt, I think that was her name. That was a black entertainer. That was a good one. Back in the day because they shared the name Kit. Is that going to be deemed offensive by these idiots out there? I mean, where does this crap stop, folks? It's a show. If you don't like the flag being on the General Lee, then don't watch the show. They invented these things
Change the channel.
Some years ago called a remote control, and you can actually change a channel with them. What a concept, huh?
So I got the collection of Dukes of Hazzards on DVD.
You better burn them. You're gonna get arrested.
Ooh. And if there's anybody that watches this show and hears that I got a collection of it, if you're interested in buying it, it's for sale for a price. Never been watched. The collection of DVD collection of Dukes of Hazzard show. The original show. Not the stupid brand new ones, the original. It's got Uncle Jesse, all them in there. I mean, I got the collection of it. It's for sale for a price. Make me some money on it.
Alright, there's another comment here. It says, there's never been a time in history where a human watched the Dukes of Hazzard and saw the General Lee and thought to themselves, I hate black folks. The only thought in your mind when you see the car is, yeehaw! Is the cleanest show on. Sorry, it has more. Sorry, I didn't get down to that.
Being Bo Duke.
Cleanest show on TV and represents good morals and God. Daisy Duke may wear short shorts, but her attire is 100% more modest than the other TV shows and more modest than 95% of the girls 10 and up in our society. TV Land wants the world to be raunchy and hellbound. Stupid liberals.
And Daisy Duke, from the last time I saw her on TV, she still didn't look too bad.
Here's another comment that says, people are idiots. My question would be, are there honorable black folks out there who grew up watching the Dukes and thought that the General Lee was just the coolest car ever and weren't offended by the car's paint job? TV Land, leave the show alone. Would rather much watch the Dukes of Hazzard than the car idiots anytime.
TV Land thinks they're making people happy by pulling the show. No, you're wrong. You're pissing off people. Because there's people that watch that show every day. I mean, I'm one of them. If I don't have nothing else to watch on TV and Dukes of Hazzard is on, I'm going to watch that.
Here's another comment. The Confederate flag is part of our nation's history. Yet reading a piece of history saying that American Revolution didn't take place and the Civil War was nothing more than a minor scrimmage of opinions. Come on, America. Stand up for history and keep the Confederate flag flying on all the battlefields and tell our children the true history of the Confederate flag. The car is on a show that is named after Confederate General E. Lee, and the flag proudly displayed on the roof. Let's keep it on and the rerun show going, TV Land. Stop being so politically correct, America, and stand up for yourself.
This is the most talking she's ever done. Now, that picture where you see John Snyder saying, let's watch TV now.
Okay.
Click on it. It's a video.
I gotta find it. I gotta go to another page. I'm reading all these comments. It says, by removing the Dukes of Hazzard from TV Land, you are only riding on the political bandwagon, and therefore, then you may as well remove many other TV shows from that era, as many of them were just even more so unpolitically correct. But of course, everyone is against the Confederate flag now, and what's next? Everyone's riding the PC bandwagon? Straight to hell. Not me. Dukes of Hazzard should remain.
Dukes of Hazzard was a good show, actually. They even got a cartoon show of Dukes of Hazzard. Did you know that? Hey.
I'm reading.
Did you know they even had a cartoon show of Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, I know. It just goes on and on and on and on. This is just...
It was meant for kids, for Pete's sakes. But there's grown adults that watch it. And from what I hear, John Snyder watches it every now and then. I mean, if a guy's on a movie, on a TV show, and he watches his own TV show, then you know it's not all that bad. Most actors don't like watching themselves on TV.
It's just, this is ridiculous.
It's stupid. TV Land should be sued for taking that show off the air for that. So should CMT. I mean, they thought it was okay to put on the air in the first place. Why take it off the air now? Because of what's going on the fucking news. They should file a lawsuit against them for taking it off the air for that. Because that's saying that everybody that played on Dukes of Hazzards, that's saying they're bad people, they're racist. That's what that's saying. They're not.
Oh my God, there's an article, I cannot believe this. Volo Museum offers to buy the first General Lee saved flag. Golfer Bubba Watson says he'll paint over the Confederate flag. It says, Volo Auto Museum already owns one General Lee car from its television series Dukes of Hazzard Museum. Director Brian Grams is making a bid to preserve the historical significance of the very first version seen in the show's opening titles. That car is owned by professional golfer Bubba Watson, who recently announced he plans to paint over the car's Confederate flag with an American flag because of the recent controversy over what some have said is the Confederate flag's racist overtones. This is ridiculous.
I'm gonna paint over nothing.
You're gonna ruin history to please people? Are these people fucking crazy?
Fuck what people think. You know, who the hell says that if you own something that's got a Confederate flag on it, who says you should put a United States flag on it just to shut people up? Where's the freedom at? Constitutional rights. Where's that at? Where's it going? It's going nowhere. It's getting to where there's no rights at all. Freedom and justice for all. Where's that at? It's nowhere. It's going away slowly. Every day you turn the TV on the CNN News, you're seeing crap that's being taken away from people that's been around for years. How about banning TV news for showing the Confederate flag on TV? Showing the crap that's going on with it. How about banning that? More or less, how about just banning rap music? Let's ban rap music.
We got no more freedom. We got no more rights. It's all being taken away.
Let's sit down with Oprah.
How about ban the United States flag?
Our sexuality and being labeled.
Does anybody know what the red and the white and the blue stands for on the flag?
I don't want to.
Do you know, Gyps?
I want to be labeled a human who loves humans.
I guess, oh god, this is ridiculous. This whole thing is just...
There's a video there with John Snyder.
I'm looking, I cannot find this video. I know that you and Jason found it.
Click on the picture where it says, "What can we watch TV now?"
I don't see it. I can't.
You just had it just a few minutes ago. It shows him in the face and his beard. He has a beard now.
That picture was forwarded to me. I never seen it on Facebook.
It's on Dukes of Hazzards.
I can't find it.
You can find every fucking thing else. Why can't you find that?
I don't know. I'm just lucky that way, I guess.
No, I hope John Snyder's... And I know John Snyder's not going to see my show because I'm really a nobody. He is a somebody. But if he was to see the show, I hope he leaves a comment knowing that I'm not against it and I'm for having the Dukes of Hazzard on TV. And it's stupid to take it off the air. It's bullshit. And I'm not the only one that thinks that.
No.
And a couple of weeks ago I said, you watch and see, this Confederate flag is going to cancel the Dukes of Hazzards. As soon as I said that, 2 days later the show was canceled. I mean, I'm not a dummy. I know what I'm talking about. And usually when I say something, it usually turns out to be right. But, you know, you watch and see, they're going to come up with some excuse not to sell white sheets no more. Because people's going to use it for KKK.
You're so retarded when you say that.
That's how retarded it is, KKK. You know, fuck those black people haters. That's the way I see it. There's some videos on there I found earlier you can look for.
I can't find anything. I've looked and I mean, I must be tired because I'm not finding anything. It is